Hey everybody, Gameson here with an episode of Pokemon Theories and Myths so long that I have to record it in two parts just so I don't collapse. So today's theory is about the GS Ball and what its purpose might have been in the anime. Now, for those of you who don't know, the GS Ball is a Pokeball that is colored gold and silver and it has the letters GS carved into the top of it. Now, before we get into what its use is in the anime, let's talk about its use in the games. So the GS Ball was an item in the Japanese version of Pokemon Crystal, which was given to the player as part of a Japanese exclusive event. After you obtain it, the player gives it to Kurt, who, after analyzing it, gives it back to you. Long story short, in the games, the GS Ball is just used as a way to unlock Celebi. However, in the anime, the GS Ball has a much larger role, or at least it was supposed to. Games in here. You see, in the anime, a Pokemon researcher named Professor Ivy
Don't mention that name!
discovered a mysterious Pokeball that after finding out that GS was carved into the top, she decided to call it the GS Ball, because no shit. And after finding out that the GS Ball was indestructible and that she doesn't have enough technology to research it further, she tries to transmit it to Professor Oak, only to discover that the GS Ball cannot be transmitted. Fast forward to the first episode of Season 2. Professor Oak asks Ash and friends to head to Valencia Island to receive the GS Ball. When they finally reach Valencia Island in the episode Pokeball Peril, Professor Ivy gives Ash the mysterious GS Ball to bring back to Professor Oak. However, Ash decides to compete in the Orange Islands take on the Indigo League, which is called the Orange League, because apparently they spent all their clever names on Pokemon. And after Ash wins the trophy, which his mom jokes about using as a dumbbell, he returns back to Pallet Town to give Professor Oak the GS Ball, where Team Rocket steals the GS Ball, and Ash, and weirdly enough Gary, have to fight to get it back, which obviously they do. So after all that, Professor Oak still can't find any more info on the ball that Professor Ivy hadn't already figured out. But let's be honest, sometimes he can't even remember his grandson's name or the player's gender, so what did you really expect?
Boom, roasted.
So Professor Oak tells Ash to go give the GS ball to Kurt and Johto, where nothing really bad happens on the way, but there is a Quagsire that steals the GS ball for an episode, but they get it to Kurt eventually. So what happens after they get it to Kurt? Nothing. It's never seen again. I'm not even joking. It's never seen again. It caused 2 seasons of the Pokemon anime. It was built up so much, passed around from person to person like a fucking hot potato, and it's never seen again. Alright, that makes sense. So the last episode the GS Ball was in was Hour of the Houndour, which premiered on June 1st, 2000. So fast forward more than 8 years later to July 3rd, 2008, where in an interview, Masamitsu Hidaka, director and storyboard artist for the anime, said that Celebi was supposed to be inside the GS Ball, and he would follow Ash around Johto before they decided to put Celebi in the movie Pokemon Forever, instead giving the GS Ball to Kurt, hoping everyone would forget about it. But obviously, since we are talking about it here, we can all see how that turned out. While it sucks that we will never get to see what that could have been like and how they could have used Celebi's time travel, at least it appeared in the manga, which, hey, is better than nothing, I guess. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you have a nice day. Peace.